Right, the recent gas explosion in Putra Heights yesterday turned what was once a peaceful neighborhood into a scene resembling a war zone. In addition to extensive damage to surrounding properties, the incident left a large crater at the site of the blast. Our reporter Muzammil Abdullah is at the scene to give us an update.
As you can see behind me, the residents that were once waiting since early morning had dispersed and no longer as crowded as before. All of these residents had been given permission by the authorities, especially the police, to enter their houses and collect their belongings and salvage what they can. And luckily for me, I managed to enter the residential area earlier today at 5 p.m. and I can clearly witness the aftermath of the gas explosion and how it changes the entire landscape of the residential area, especially nearby the ground zero. The moment I stepped foot inside the residential area, the roads were completely destroyed. What was once used to be a black tarmac is now basically gravel and dirt, and the road is bumpy and muddy due to the heavy rain that happened yesterday. Inspection of these houses saw multiple houses suffered extensive damage across their roofs, the balcony, the porch, the lawn. Even the trees were not spared by the explosion. And it clearly looked like a war zone from where I was standing, and it's not because of a bomb but a massive explosion due to the pipe burst that left a very wide crater in the area near the residential neighbourhood. Now, most of the automobiles that I saw inside were completely destroyed, and some even showed signs of melting due to the extreme heat that was caused by the gas explosion. And some of the cars that managed to be salvaged and brought out and are currently in working condition showed signs of melting in some of the automobile parts, such as the rear bumper, the front bumper, and so on. Residents were also seen salvaging what they can from their houses, and this includes saving their pet dogs, cats, and even snakes. So enforcement personnel from various agencies, including the police, fire department, TNB, Petronas, and forensics, are currently inside and are working around the clock and actively conducting investigations, restoration work, assessments of residential buildings and the electrical supply system. In a recent interview with the OCPD, the police had advised all residents to adhere to the scheduled entry times listed at the registration tent to ensure that no congestion happened while they are waiting to collect their belongings inside, especially given the hot weather that are currently happening every day. Today's focus was on 115 houses that are undergoing final inspections. The outcome of these assessments will determine whether electricity can be restored to homes deemed safe. As of this afternoon, 102 vehicles have been successfully removed, while over 150 residents have been allowed controlled access to their homes to collect their belongings. Fire department and TNB teams continue conducting house-to-house inspections to ensure there are no exposed wirings that could pose a risk to the personnel involved in the investigation, and also until the electricity is restored. A police K9 unit has also been fielded and deployed to check for any potential victims left inside the homes, including dead bodies if any, but so far no discoveries have been made and all the results so far have been negative. So basically, that is all the information that I can gather today. Other news reports and other updates can be obtained via Facebook and also YouTube of Bernama TV, and also through channel 502 on Astro. So stay tuned to Bernama TV. Back to you at Wisma Bernama. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Muzammil Abdullah, reporting from the scene.